Shut the talking to
What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. Please follow me in all the links below. Will Smith the shit out of the like button, and let's jump into this. Sorry guys, I've been MIA, but y'all know as of late life's been getting in the way. Thanksgiving's been in the way, and we got Christmas on the way. So just want to wish y'all a happy holidays in advance. Also, this video is brought to you by Helix C Armageddon and her album titled The House of Helix, or House of Helix, produced by my man ID, or better known as Shanti Gallows. Go check that out. Shout out my homie ID. I'm always gonna know him as that, but he currently goes as Shanti Gallows. So check that shit out. But I just want to jump into this shit. Some of y'all probably heard this shit. Chuck D from Public Enemy wants to ban the use of the N-word, nigga, the word nigga on Twitter. He's proposing that, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen a lot of the stuff that's going on with Twitter. I am so here for it. You know, I'm Elon Musk's long lost son, and I'm in his corner. Everything he's doing with Twitter, I totally, I'm for it. Y'all should know. But all this is coming off of the heels of Elon Musk making it a free speech platform, and supposedly there's some, I don't know where this stat comes from. People said, oh, the use of the N-word has gone up 500% on the platform, which is fucking dumb. I mean, people are just gonna say it just to say it. Like, that's so, to me, I don't believe that in the first place, because there's no purpose to that. What are you just gonna tweet out nigga, nigga, nigga? I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some shit posters that maybe are doing that, but 500%, nah, I highly doubt that. But yeah, you know, it's kind of hard making this video because Chuck D has been gracious to me in the past, and you know, I've done videos criticizing him in the past as well, but I just gotta be consistent. I have integrity, you know what I mean? If I disagree with something, I gotta put it out there. And you know, this whole N-word, I hate saying N-word. You know, Louis C.K.'s a bit that's in my head, and you know, I hate saying N-word. We all know what the word is nigga, or with the hard ER, whatever. I feel, Chuck, if you see this video, I feel that this conversation should be directed more towards us, black people. You know what I mean? Because we benefit the most off of that word. It's in our vernacular. It's part of the lexicon. We've put it out there. And look, I understand it's one of these, it's just a phenomenon. Like, I agree and disagree with the initial inception of taking the word, or taking the word and taking the power away from it. But the flip side to that is, if you took the power away from the word, you can't be offended if anybody else uses it. Anybody that's not black. You know what I mean? You can't be offended if the power's not there, especially if you're going nigga, you know what I mean, with the A. Why would you be mad? You know what I mean? You know, and I could understand. See, this is why when I was talking to Just Allah, I believe, this is why I keep saying I don't police language. Do you see how the lengths you got to go through with this scenario? It's just so stupid. You know, you can't, I've said this 1,000 times, you can't sell this shit to mainstream America, white America, who are the biggest consumers in hip hop, and start dictating what can and can't be said. You know what I mean? You're selling it to them. You understand? So, especially when, again, compiled with the fact that Nigga is supposed to mean like my brother or whatever, or it's supposed to be like a what would you say, like a non-pejorative way of, I guess for lack of a better word, way of putting it out there. I never understood that. You know what I mean? So, for example, like if we talked about this with the Kendrick Lamar situation, if a white person is reciting lyrics, like Jay-Z or whoever, Chuck D, we'll use Chuck D. This is what I mean, an anti-nigga machine. Why would you be mad that someone is reciting your lyrics? You're putting it out there. You understand? So, or if someone's talking about NWA and they don't know what NWA means, how are you supposed to convey that to somebody? You know? It's just a weird can of worms. And I believe that if you want to be that change, if you want that change, it has to start with you. And again, I've shouted out Torre in the past, Torre the rapper, not the what is he? Not the journalist dude, the rapper, because he went out of his way to stop saying it on that album End Title, I believe it's called. I mean, again, you have to be the change that you want to see. Now, I know some people are saying, well, you're using black people as a source. What about the racist white people that use the word in that way? Well, yeah, I'm totally against that too, obviously. I mean, look at me, I'm black. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I knew what the original meaning for it was meant to dehumanize me and my people. But this goes back to why I said it's like a flip. It's a double-edged sword with me with that initial idea of taking the power back. Why would you use that word that was used to demoralize and dehumanize us and just, change the prefix of it? It sounds the same. And you still get mad when other people use it because you think back to that. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Shout out to my homie, what's my dude's name? Mike Rashid. Mike Rashid had a brilliant breakdown of this. For those who aren't familiar with him, if you're in the bodybuilding or fitness community, you know who this dude is. And now he's an entrepreneur as well. If you follow CT Fletcher, then you know who Mike Rashid is. Shout out to him. He had a brilliant breakdown of this. But he was more coming from the emotional attachment that us as black people have to that word. And that's the thing. That's another thing too. A lot of you niggas don't own shit. You talk about generational wealth. You talk about all this shit, but you don't own no properties, no tangible shit, but you want to hang on to this word. You know what I mean? You want to hang on to that. Like that gives you some, it does in your head. It gives you some sort of power, but then you complain about it at the same time. Don't make sense. Just like how y'all will bitch and complain about shit socially, but still keep voting for the same Democrats. It don't make any sense. It doesn't. But anyway, yeah, that's really all I got to say about this. I feel like I've made this video a few times already, but Chuck D has thrown that shit out there. I don't know. Be the change that you want to see. I know it's being critical of Chuck D, and I respect him being a legend in rap and all that shit. But there's a few disagreements I got with the dude, but I don't wish him any ill will. And by the way, that's the other thing too. I think I mentioned this, like, you know, the anti-nigga machine thing. Like, what if people are talking about your music, Chuck D? You know, Mr. Chuck, kill the nigga in you. Can you kill the nigga in you? Like, how do you get around that? People can't mention that now on Twitter. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this whole thing, by the way, is akin to, well, not akin, it is censorship. Y'all know how I feel about that. Once you start going down that road, it's a Pandora's box, and this is how dictatorship starts and all that shit. So I could go on forever, but I just want to make this video, throw this out there, let some of y'all know I'm still alive, just kicking back, trying to enjoy life. A lot of this shit, you know, it's very taxing sometimes to make videos, and I've been just enjoying life, getting back to, you know, family and friends and doing shit like that. You know, just, you know, if the payoff was a little bit bigger, I know that the algorithms being funny with my shit, then, you know, I would dedicate a little bit more time to it. But yeah, just, you know, throwing this out there. Y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, and that's it. Peace, bitches.